And for me, if I go on from what Lily says, I see the world that is at the edge of changing a global paradigm.
Yes.
Because our paradigm up to now was based on um, earning a lot of money, and it was
Yeah.
around money, and it was around big investments and multinational companies, and that had the effect of exploiting nature and exploiting the resources of the earth in order to make the most of it in terms of money. And now I see more and more the need to change the paradigm and to change the values and to arrange a different economy that is more sustainable and is more community oriented. Because I think my personal view is like this paradigm, it's not able, it doesn't have the, it's not able to live for very long.
Right.
Because a lot of people are driven to poverty, resources are like totally exploited. And here in Greece, we are in this crisis that lasts for very long. We are in a position that to see this a little bit more clearly. That this global paradigm cannot work like that for a long, long time. I think we are shifting our paradigm and our economical paradigm.
Can you say anything more about that shift? I notice over here, listening to you, the things that you speak about in terms of development and this paradigm of economics. It sounds very familiar from the situation here in the U.S., but I'd like to hear how you view the shift in paradigm that is occurring.
Well, that if you look at the existing paradigm where development and profit are part of the same sentence, and where economic profit is amongst, if not the first, it is the first goal of any kind of endeavor. That creates a huge question about the value that we give to money and at what cost. And I think that one of the shifts that is happening is that we are forced to think of what it is we call profit. Is it money profit? And to what extent are we allowed to enforce situations that create profit but that leave communities destroyed or resources destroyed or the environment in an unsustainable state or whatever that may mean.
Can we slow down right here? Because what you're saying to me is so profound, and I just noticed that I really want to hear more about that because of like for example, in the U.S. we have a saying, the bottom line, which means basically a company or organization's most basic stance is really about profit. It's about money. And so when you say what you're saying there,
I heard tell you.
Yes, please.
Something that I want to finish before. Something that you know, you hear very many things that depresses you here all the time about how things are going, the new laws, the European politics. Very many times are depressing here when we hear these directions. And the other day, a week ago, I went to a lecture that it gave me some big hope, and I say that it will be good if the world goes this way. And this man was saying something that shifted my mind. She says, we can no longer talk about the public and the private sector. All our life, the economic life, is divided to the public sector and the private sector. But we should no longer talk about this term because they are not benefiting us anymore. And we should talk about what he called a common space. That the public life, it's a common space. And people start to think about our public life as a common space, meaning that we have resources, public resources, that is like that is that is a good that belongs to everyone, and everyone should be responsible for that. And he was giving paradigms about the water or the roads or the health system or the educational system. He was saying this is a public good, and everybody should be responsible for this public good and should have an opinion about this public good. And it reminded me a little bit a public life that is will include some sort of a group process there. Meaning that when we have to decide how we manage our water, people who live in an area, they will bring their ideas, they will have a say, and they will share this public good according to their needs and according to the capacity of their water resources.